new space. It's a temporary thing, but when you're under quarantine, I don't want to hang out in the basement. I need as much natural light as I can get. And I tried to set up the shot with the view in the background, but I was backlit and I didn't want to bring up the lights. And so, well, you get half a window and me here in my bedroom at my current office that I'm working in. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to make money from an affiliate product review blog post. We've talked a lot about niche sites over the last few weeks and how to set up a niche site. Cool, you got a site set up. How do you actually make money from it? How do you make money from a blog post? That is what we are going to teach you exactly how to do because, well, I've done a lot of that and I've got a new niche site. We're gonna walk you through exactly how I'm structuring my affiliate product reviews to have search rankings, to build trust, and to, of course, make money. So let's roll that intro, get right into it. All right, so in this video, we're gonna be talking about two specific niche websites I have. My new one, slightlypretentious.co, which is all about cocktails, and Breaking 80, which is my more established niche site that's all about golf. But specifically to start out, I wanna talk about what I'm doing with Slightly Pretentious because that's in a much more similar situation to where you probably are. I literally have just launched this site. I just started talking about it a few weeks ago. Nobody knew it existed before then, and we're already starting to see some search rankings, and I'm starting to create some product reviews that will hopefully start to make money. So just this week, I published my first affiliate review on the site, which is all about Masterclass. So if you're not familiar with Masterclass, essentially it's really highly produced instructional content from the best instructors and the top experts in the world on their craft. So Gary Kasparov teaches chess, Tom Morello teaches guitar, Gordon Ramsay teaches how to cook. So essentially the very best of the best created like 4-ish hour courses that teach you the basics about their specific craft. And so since this is a cocktail website, I noticed that the mixology masterclass just came out from Mr. Lion. So Mr. Lion's the guy that started some of the very best bars in the world. He actually pulled the ultimate power move about a year ago when his bar, Dandelion in London, was voted the best bar in the world. Voted #1 best bar in the world. And then the next day, he announced he was closing it. I mean, who does that? So he's since reopened a new bar called Lioness in the same space, which is honestly just as good. So I'm really familiar with Mr. Lion. His real name's Ryan and his last name is very hard to pronounce, so I'm not even gonna try and do that here. So I'm very familiar with him. He's very famous in the cocktail world. So when I saw that he was doing a masterclass and teaching home bartenders how to do cocktails, well, that seemed like a no-brainer to not only buy, but to review. So it's $90 to get access to the course, or it's $180 for an all-access pass for a year to every single masterclass out there, which, I mean, it's a ridiculous deal considering how high quality these are and the quality of experts that you're getting. And especially in this whole like coronavirus reality we're living in right now, we've got some free time on our hands. So to spend time learning a new skill seems like pretty beneficial time. So I bought the course, I went through it, and I published this review. And so I'm just gonna share a couple of the things that I really focused on in this review. So when you're publishing your first affiliate review, you do it in the right way, you're still building trust, you don't come across kind of schemy, and you actually make money because people wanna buy from you and they trust your opinion. So one of the most important things when you're launching a niche site is you don't want it to be all affiliate posts. Because if someone's going through your site and all they see is affiliate post, affiliate post, affiliate post, they're gonna be like, oh, this person's just trying to make money. They don't actually care what I think. They just want me to buy the product. Even if the product sucks, they're probably gonna tell me it's good. So you need to build trust with your audience. So if you go to Slightly Pretentious, you'll see I've got cocktail recipes, I've got bar reviews. I really only have like 2 posts out of probably 30 where I'm actually trying to sell an affiliate product. And one of those is a best cocktail books post. So there's Amazon affiliate links, but it's really just saying, hey, here's all the best books I've got. Here's why I think they're good. And I try and give as honest of a perspective as I can with it. And the same goes for the masterclass. My hope is that people that stumble across the site and they subscribe to the site, they're like, oh, this person's just really passionate about cocktails. They really want to help me. And I believe them. I believe what they say. So across your site, you want to do everything you can to make it personal, build trust and prove that you're not just trying to make a buck. Because that's what most affiliates are doing out there. They're just trying to make money. So if you prove that you're actually passionate about the product, you're actually passionate about the niche and the concept, and that you're not just trying to make money, well, that's going to put you ahead of 95% of the bloggers out there and really give you a leg up. So now when it comes to building trust, you want to make your reviews as personal as possible. You want to prove and you want to make it very clear that you have actually bought this product, you've gone through and used the product, you've really gotten familiar with it, and that you're giving honest feedback. So you can see in my review about this masterclass, I actually went through, I've made a couple of the cocktails, I took photos of them, I took photos of the bars from this guy that I was in, so I really kind of tried to play up the fact that, yeah, I'm passionate about this, I know who this guy is, I've traveled to his bars, I've now made his drinks, I've gone through all the videos and trying to make that as clear as possible and giving my really honest feedback, both positive and negative. So with this particular course, there honestly wasn't that much that was negative because it was really well done. But I did go through, I included some suggestions, some things that I like to see. The fact that one of the cocktails was okay, not great. And so I really tried to say, hey, like it's not all, butterflies and roses. Is that a thing? I don't know. But there are pros and cons. And overall, you hope that the product reviewing is going to be mostly positive and worth buying. But in some cases, it honestly isn't going to be, and you should tell your readers that. Okay, so 1, we're making it personal, we're building trust. 2, we're sharing both the positive and the negative things in your reviews. 3, you want to do your best to link to other content on your site as well. The more you can link to other related posts, not only is that going to help your SEO, but it's going to establish you as an expert on the topic. So in this particular review, I linked to my cocktail books review, where I mentioned one of Ryan's books. I linked to my old-fashioned recipe review. So it's really proving that, yeah, I do know a thing or two about cocktails, and I am, qualified to do a review of this cocktail course because it's something that I've invested a lot of time and energy into learning in my personal life. And so the more you link to other things on your site that are related, the more it establishes that subject matter expertise, because assume that someone finds you via Google, they have no idea who you are, and they're reading this review and they're like, well, is this guy the real deal or not? And by linking to your other content, they can scroll through and they can see, oh yeah, he really does know his stuff. Not to mention interlinking all of your posts is going to help Google to understand, oh, this is how this site puts together, this is how this relates to that, and it's going to help your search rankings over the long term. Okay, so the 4th thing you need to do with your affiliate review blog posts to make money is to use as much multimedia as possible. Take as many photos, screen captures. Ideally, you will have a video. This particular post of mine does not have a video. I haven't really started doing video with this site yet, but I've used a lot of photos, both screenshots of the program itself and photos that I took. That's going to allow you to build into the metadata some of your key terms. It's going to show Google, hey, this is an authoritative post that a lot of time went into it, and that is going to help things. So the more images, the more visuals, the more of that stuff you can use, the better off you're going to be, because it makes it easier for the people to understand, oh, this is what this is about. And when you can see the quality of what's happening through photos, through video, it's going to make someone much more likely to buy that product. Okay, so the next tip I have for making money on an affiliate blog post is to use the plugin WP Product Review. So essentially what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to create a nice little box that allows you to give ratings to different aspects of your review. So it can be price, value, entertainment, presentation, whatever you want it to be. You can create numbers and it'll create a nice little graph that shows what your rankings are for each of those things. It'll allow you to include a pros and cons list. So you can have bullet points for the things you love about it and the things you don't like about it. And then it will give your overall score a review based on the average of all of those categories you created. So this is great because at the bottom of your post, you're going to have a nice box that's going to show you the highlights of everything you included in your review. And you can also include a big buy button for your product. So people can see, oh, this got a 9.3 overall. This must be a high quality product. Click buy. So one of the other nice things about this plugin is it has customized widgets. So in your sidebar, you can have product reviews and it'll show what the post is called, it'll have the image, and then it'll embed the score for that product over on the sidebar. So someone can easily see, oh, this product got a 9.8, what was that? click, read the review, hopefully buy the product. And finally, the last reason I recommend WP Product Review, and this one's probably the most important, is because it builds into your post what are called rich snippets. So have you ever been scrolling through Google and maybe you search for a product review and you see that there are actually stars in the search results themselves? So it'll be like, blog post, description, and it'll be like 4 out of 5 stars, reviewed by Sean. So that star information, that's called a rich snippet. And so this plugin will actually take that information and tell Google, hey, you should include this in your search results. So it makes your search results a little bit bigger, it makes it look more professional, and if you have a really high review, there's a good chance people are actually gonna say, oh, let's read this. Or if you have a really bad review, they might say, oh, let's read this. Why is this different than everybody else's review? So WP Product Review, it's a free plugin. There is a premium version of it. Up to this point, I still use the free version, which is great. So it allows you to have quite a bit of customization. I will probably buy the updated one, and I'll do a video about that at some point. But it really allows you to do a lot in terms of making your review look legitimate, look good, and help your search rankings as well. So definitely recommend that. Okay, and one last thing to think about as you're figuring out what products you actually want to do reviews for is, I'm assuming if you've got a niche site, you are fairly competent, fairly knowledgeable about what's going on in your particular industry. So keep an eye out for what are the new things, what are the trends, what are the exciting things, what are people just starting to talk about that maybe haven't gotten a lot of traction yet or haven't gotten a lot of notice yet. So for instance, this Mixology Masterclass that I reviewed, it just came out. So if you search for Mixology Masterclass or Mr. Lion Masterclass or any of the terms related to that, there's hardly anything out there. And if I was just doing my keyword research in SEMrush or Ahrefs or whatever it is, I probably wouldn't have ever found this opportunity. But because I'm pretty familiar with what's going on in the world of cocktails, I'd been getting ads for this particular masterclass, so I knew that it was new, I knew that it was out there. This guy's really, really well known within the industry. I'm expecting over the course of the coming weeks and coming months, this is something that's going to become much more popular. This is something that's going to get a lot of traction, and there will be increased competition and increased search traffic for it. But right now, I don't know that there's anyone else that have actually done a review about this particular product. So just in doing some quick searches for Mixology Masterclass review, Mr. Lion Masterclass, Mr. Lion Masterclass review, all of these terms, I'm the first thing that shows up because there is so little competition. So that's going to give me a big leg up once people do start reviewing it and once people do start seeing, oh, this is a thing, and search traffic increases. So think about in your niche, what are programs that have come out, what are new products that you can review, that you can get a leg up on before other people do. I've also seen this work really, really well with books. So if you get a book the day it comes out, do a product review early, there's a good chance that you'll rank for that pretty quickly. And so even though you'll have to compete with Amazon and things like that, I still get some traffic from some of the other book reviews I've done, like Atomic Habits by James Clear, The Middle Finger Project by Ashley Amberger, and a lot of Chris Guillebeau's books that I've reviewed over the past. So I've made, not a ton of money, but some nice affiliate sales from Amazon because of those early book reviews I've done. So think about the trends, think about where things are going. Definitely do your keyword research where, for instance, Masterclass has 135,000 search terms a month. Masterclass Review has like 12,000 search terms a month, so a pretty big search term. So I can have that short tail thing that I'm optimized for, but try and get a lot of longer tail traffic in the weeks and months leading up to ranking for that Masterclass Review main key term, which is a pretty big key term. That's something that is going to be difficult to rank for, but if I start creating content around that, it'll put me in place to potentially have an opportunity to get some traffic from that. All right, another thing, when you're creating an affiliate niche site and you're doing product reviews, it's not just about the review. So you don't just do the review and then you're done. Think about in future content and in past content, where does it make sense to mention this review? Or where does it make sense to include an affiliate link to this product? Because, for instance, like how to make good cocktails, I mean, that's kind of what the crux of this site is all about. So I might have a how-to post on, here's a couple cocktail techniques, and then at the bottom it might be like, if you want to learn more about this, check out my review of the Mixology Masterclass. And so someone that might not have seen that review otherwise then clicks and they're like, oh, this is great, I'm going to buy the product. So it's not just a one and done thing. So think about where else on the site you can include links to the review, where else you can include those affiliate links, and that all again goes back to the whole internal linking thing and cross-promoting your posts as much as possible. So in the description below, I'm gonna have a couple links to a couple other products on Breaking 80 that have made me thousands of dollars over the years. Precision Pro golf rangefinders, Arcos Golf, golf sensors, those are a couple of them. So those are products that have just been around for a little bit longer. My reviews have been around for longer. It's essentially the exact same process that I walked you through with Slightly Pretentious, but it's just a few years ahead of that where I've already seen some of those successes. So if you want to see examples of posts that are currently already making money using these strategies, I'll make sure to link those below. And if you're curious about my niche site journey and how it can apply to you and more tips for how you can build your own affiliate niche site, I'm doing like a monthly newsletter all about my process, what I've done each month, the successes I've had, the struggles I've had, and exactly how I'm going about building the site in real time. So if you're into that, go click on it. There's also a link below. And I'm just gonna tell you what's working, what's not, what I'm experimenting with, and how you can apply the same thing. So if you're into niche sites, if you wanna start a blog, this could be a really cool way to see in real time how I'm going about building it and how I'm taking everything I've been teaching on this channel and actually putting it into practice. So if you like this video, make sure to hit subscribe. We got new videos every Monday and Thursday. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this. You may not know this if you're new here, but I really like the thumbs ups. And it's gorgeous out. I'm not supposed to leave the house, so I might go out on my back deck and just try and soak up all this sunshine that I haven't been getting since I've been cooped up in the house for the last couple days. So go check out Slightly Pretentious, see what we're doing over there. Go check out Breaking 80, see what's happening there. It's a little bit more established. And if you have any questions on how to make money with an affiliate niche site, just drop them below and I'll do my best to answer them. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic day and we'll see you soon. Peace.